The firmware on your Intel Edison is the board's operating system. Intel IoT firmware engineers are constantly improving the performance of the Intel Edison and enabling new features. When you receive a brand new Intel Edison, update the firmware on the board to get the best developer experience. There are 3 parts to updating the firmware on the Intel Edison. First, prepare the built-in flash storage by removing all files. Second, copy over the latest image to the board. Finally, run the reboot OTA command directly on the board. In order to read or write to the Intel Edison's built-in flash storage, connect the Intel Edison to your computer via the top device mode connector and a micro USB cable. On Windows, use the File Explorer to format the flash storage drive. Right-click on the Edison drive, then select Format. In the Format Edison dialog window, keep the default settings. Click Start. On a Mac, use this utility. On the left-hand sidebar of this utility, select the Edison drive, then select the Erase tab. For Format, make sure MS-DOS FAT is selected in the drop-down. Now click Erase. Get the latest Yocto firmware image for the Intel Edison from Intel.com. In the first table on the page, click the Yocto Complete Image link to download the latest Edison image zip file to your computer. Once the download has finished, extract the contents of the Edison image zip file to your hard drive. Go into the extracted Edison image folder. Copy the entire contents of the folder into the Edison drive. Your Edison drive should now look similar to this. To run the flash command directly on the Intel Edison, establish a serial connection to the board. Run the reboot OTA command. Your Intel Edison will reboot and begin the flashing process with the latest image. Note that this will erase everything on your Intel Edison, including configuration settings such as the board's username and password. When the Intel Edison is done flashing, you should see a login prompt. If the firmware flash was successful, you should now be able to use the configure_edison command with the version flag. At the time of this recording, the latest build version number was 120. If you run into any issues, check the written documentation or search the Intel Edison community forum for troubleshooting help. Once your board's firmware is up to date, watch the Get Your Intel Edison Online video.